Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another day of Vlogust. If you are new, welcome. I am a full-time working mom. I have 2 kids and this month I'm posting a video every day, which is crazy town, yet here we are. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I have not done one of these what I eat in a day videos for a long time, probably a year or more. Back when my channel kind of first started, I did keto on and off, and I did do a lot of what I eat in a day videos back then, but I really haven't done them in a while because I do not want the focus of my channel to be on dieting or weight loss. Now, if you search on YouTube for what I eat in a day videos, you will find some realistic ones, but you'll also find some of these. So if you're looking to see what a Victoria's Secret model eats in a day, this is not the video for you. But if you're looking to see what a busy mom of 2 eats in a day, then this is the video for you. I am not currently focusing on any sort of diet. I am not eliminating any types of food groups. I eat carbs, I eat gluten, I eat dairy. I live in Iowa, so I really don't eat a lot of fancy food around here. We don't have a lot of those options. So hopefully in this video you can get some ideas for meals either for yourself or for your own family. In the past 4 weeks, I've actually been tracking what I eat more. I usually use MyFitnessPal to track all of my intake and my macros. I have a calorie goal, and I don't really do this for rapid weight loss. I mean, I would like to lose a little bit of weight. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know that I have gone up and down in my weight over the last 20 years. I've been as low as 135 and as high as 300, and I'm somewhere in between that now. I do not subscribe to diet culture. If I am going to do any type of diet, it's going to be something that is balanced and doesn't eliminate food groups. And so the reason that I've been tracking my food more often is just so I can have a better awareness of what I'm eating, what my patterns are, when I tend to, go to food out of boredom or stress or whatever the case is. And I think we all struggle with that, especially now that we've been stuck at home more. I know that myself, along with probably many of you, have gained the quarantine 10 or 15. And so that's primarily my goal for tracking my macros. And I don't do it every single day. Typically, I'll do it 3 to 5 days out of the week, just so I can get an idea of if I'm staying on track and staying within my calorie goal. So in this video, I'm going to share with you everything that I ate during this day, and with every meal, I'm going to be sharing all of the macros for that. So calories, fat, carbs, and then at the end of the day, I'm going to share my totals as well as the goal for that day, so you can get an idea and see if I was within my calorie goal or not. So again, this isn't meant to be a diet video, just hopefully a video that gives you an idea of what I normally eat during a typical day in my life. And if you guys end up liking this video, let me know and I can definitely do more.
I've never really been the one who's worried.
Okay, so we are obviously going to start out with breakfast. I have a nonstick skillet here that I've put a little bit of butter and some olive oil in, and I'm using just some shredded frozen hash brown potatoes, and I'm going to crisp those up in my skillet with some salt and a little bit of pepper. And I'm actually going to be eating this with some scrambled eggs and some turkey bacon, which I had prepped in the fridge, and some cottage cheese. So I also wanted to mention that this happened to be a day when I was off work and at home. So this what I eat in a day is a little bit different than if I was filming it when I was at work. So I can definitely do one of those if you guys are interested, just so you're aware I'm eating all my meals at home on this day. So I scrambled up some eggs, and I'm just going to heat up a few slices of that turkey bacon that I had prepped in the refrigerator. I was also making some breakfast for my son Connor at this time too, so that's why I'm making a little bit bigger portions. And then I also wanted to make some extra to kind of do some breakfast meal prep for the next day when I needed to go to work. So for the scrambled eggs, I just sprayed my nonstick pan with a little bit of cooking spray. I did beat my eggs with just a splash of half and half and some salt and pepper. And I just like to scramble those over like medium low to medium heat until they are cooked through. I personally do not care for runny eggs. I've tried over the years to like them, and it I just can't do it. My husband Adam really likes them, and Connor actually likes them too. But especially for like a meal prep breakfast, I think scrambled eggs is definitely the way to go. If you undercook them a little, then when you heat them back up in the microwave, they won't be super overdone.
Always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry.
Okay, so I'm just going to put everything in a big bowl because I like to mix my cottage cheese with my potatoes a little bit. So I'm putting in the crisped up hash browns, the scrambled eggs, a half a cup of cottage cheese, and then I do like to put a little bit of pepper on my cottage cheese. So this is my breakfast along with the turkey bacon. There are the macros there on the screen: 365 calories, 11 carbs, 1 fiber, and 20 grams of fat. So with the leftover breakfast that I had, I just went ahead and popped that into a glass meal prep container. And then I was able to take this with me to work on the following day and heat it up in the microwave. And I had a fresh hot breakfast and didn't have to go to the hospital cafeteria. Okay, so mid-morning I am having a coffee, and I like to make this kind of copycat Starbucks cold foam cold brew drink at home. And so I'm using my Nespresso frother. I'm putting in a little bit of oat milk as well as a dash of cinnamon. And then I've been liking to use these stevia sweet drops. This one is the English toffee flavor. It's really good, but you only need a tiny little bit. And then if you hold the button down on the frother, it will actually do a cold froth instead of a hot froth, which is really neat. And I will link the exact Nespresso machine that I have down below. So today I'm using the Starbucks cold brew, which is my favorite. So I'm just filling up a glass with ice, and then I just pour that cold brew coffee over the ice and pour the oat milk foam on top. So this comes out to 55 calories, 8 grams of carbs, 1 gram of fiber, and only 2 grams of fat, and it's really delicious. I would definitely recommend it. So throughout the day, I'm also drinking water. In the mornings, usually I like to have one of these True Orange flavor packets. You can get these in different flavors. They have like orangeade, limeade, lemonade, and they're all really good. I usually like to mix it with a little bit more water than the packet calls for. Otherwise, I find them a little bit too sweet. But I usually drink 1 or 2 of these a day along with more ice water, and that helps me get all my water in for the day. So for lunch on this day, I'm having some Tyson blackened chicken breast strips. These come in the freezer section if you can find them in your grocery store. And I usually like to heat them up in the air fryer if I'm at home, usually 350 for 10 to 15 minutes, and they're perfect. You can also heat them up in the microwave if you're at work. I paired that with a salad. My salad had romaine lettuce, a little bit of cheese, some sunflower seeds, ranch dressing, and I think there were some tomatoes in there and some cucumbers. So the salad that I had for lunch comes out to 396 calories, 9 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 28 grams of fat. Most of the fat in there is coming from the cheese and the ranch dressing. Okay, so mid-afternoon, I needed a little bit of a pick-me-up, so I'm having a Diet Mountain Dew. I used to be so bad about diet soda. I would drink like 6 cans of diet soda a day, and now I just drink 1, so I'm pretty much okay with that. I also had a little bit of sugar-free candy, so if you guys haven't tried out these Smart Sweets before, they're actually really good. I only ate half of a bag because that's what I had left in the pantry, so only 50 calories, and this really curbed my sweet tooth. So later on that afternoon, we were actually going to go for a drive. Adam wanted to go and look at some things, and so we decided to take the fam to Starbucks. I had some ice water and one of those chocolate rice cakes before we left. Those are really good. If you've never tried them, I like to just keep them in the pantry for a quick sweet snack when I need it. And then at Starbucks, I got a cold brew chocolate almond milk drink, which was really good. I would definitely recommend that. And yes, before you comment, I know I drink a lot of coffee. I'm sorry. It's just how I am. So on this night, we were having potato soup for dinner. And so I'm starting out with my Dutch oven here. I have some carrot in there that I chopped up along with some garlic and some onion. And I'm just sauteing that with about 3 tablespoons of butter until those veggies are nice and soft.
'Cause I was made to be free.
If you guys are wanting to see my potato soup recipe, make sure that you subscribe. I will be sharing that next week in a What's for Dinner video. This week's dinners were actually inspired by what I had in my pantry, and so that's kind of what I was trying to do, was use up things that I had on hand. So I peeled my potatoes, diced those up, and I'm putting that into the pot with my sauteed veggies, along with about 4 cups of water, and I also put some veggie and chicken bouillon in there. I cook the potatoes until they are super tender, and then I add 2% milk mixed with a little bit of flour. Normally I would add like half and half or heavy cream, but since I'm trying to watch my calories a little bit more, I decided to use the 2% milk, and it was just as good. I also made some biscuits. These were just frozen biscuits. I've actually had these in my freezer for quite a while and need to use them up. And then I also cooked up just a little bit of Canadian bacon. This is also a super calorie-friendly choice if you're looking for something for breakfast. And so what we ended up having was the potato soup. I had a little bit of cheese on mine, bacon bits, and some chives. And then we had some crackers on the side and some biscuits with the Canadian bacon. So overall, my dinner was 675 calories. 55 grams of carbs, yes, a lot of carbs because it's potato soup and biscuits, 1 gram of fiber, and 36 grams of fat. So that was a pretty filling dinner. I didn't really need much afterwards. I did go ahead and have some sparkling water. This is the Polar brand. I actually got this at Costco in a huge flat. And this was the black cherry and the lime flavors. I actually mixed them together in my tumbler. I do get questions sometimes about that hot pink tumbler. Adam got it for me years ago, so I'll try to find one like it and post a link to it. It does help me get my water in for the day. So I don't usually have much of a sweet tooth, but sometimes I like something sweet at night before bed. So on this night, since I had kind of a heavier dinner, I just decided to have kind of like a little fruit parfait. So I had some cut up fruit in my refrigerator. I always make sure to do that on the weekends so that I have it ready to go during the week. So I just put some pineapple and some strawberry on a plate, and then I put about 2 tablespoons of low sugar yogurt on top of that, and then just sprinkled over about a tablespoon of granola. So this is actually a pretty low calorie dessert / snack. 161 calories, 26 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber, and 3 grams of fat. And then that was the last thing that I ate for that day. So this was my goal for the day, about 2,140 calories, 107 grams of protein, 268 grams of carbs, which I feel like is a lot, and I feel like I probably don't eat that much very often, 25 of fiber, 80 of sugar, and 71 grams of fat. So how did I do? Okay, so calories I was under, I was at 1,802 calories. I was also under a little bit on the protein. I had 94 grams. I had 148 grams of carbs, which is probably making the keto people cringe right now, but actually that's way under for what MyFitnessPal suggests. I had 22 grams of fiber. I was actually pretty happy with that. The recommended value is 25 grams, but that was close enough for me. I had only 53.5 grams of sugar, which is actually I was really happy about. I have been making a conscious effort to reduce my overall sugar intake, not so much like my complex carbs, but definitely added sugars. I'm trying to reduce those. So this was something that I was really excited about. And then I was over on my fat. Whenever I track my macros, I do tend to be over on fat grams most of the time. And I think a lot of that is because I do prefer full fat dairy instead of low fat dairy. I can do some like 2% cottage cheese. It's just not my favorite. I will eat it, but like I don't buy low fat cheese or anything like that. So typically I am over a little bit on grams of fat. Overall, I was really happy with this particular day of eating. I think tracking helped me be more accountable. It helped me not to just, kind of wander into the pantry aimlessly, especially when I'm at home and just snack. So I was definitely happy about where I ended up on this particular day.
All right, so that's going to be it for today's Vlogust video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, what I eat in a day. Like I said, this is pretty realistic. No flat stomachs or fancy dinners around here. So if you liked it, let me know. Or if you have any other ideas of videos that you'd like to see this month, you can comment those as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
I am made to be free.